Be some center. Watch out, Gary.
Dude, if I see you in the you were in left last year.
I wasn't
In the
left. I played
fall.
left for a little bit too.
Forgot about that.
Well, yeah, when you have a pop-up problem, you go to outfield practice, boys and girls.
All right. Welcome back, guys, to episode 5 of the College Baseball Experience, the dorm room discussion. As you guys know, I'm Coach Dirt, and oh boy, do we have a really special guest today. Guy out of Westfield, New York, which is Western New York for the ones that don't know. Utility infielder, senior. Utility infielder, what? What am I saying?
I'm a utility infielder.
Utility infielder, I guess, really, yeah.
If it's a position, I've played it.
Yeah, this is true. Westfield, New York guy, senior Bret Babcock. Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
My ex-roommate, Bret. How we doing today, brother?
I'm just living the dream.
How's this Thursday in Bradford going for you?
It's kind of cold. I like it.
It is cold. It does get cold up here,
Right.
So we're going to hop right into it. So pretty much, you just said it. You played a position, you played them all.
That's right.
So just go through the last 4 years of each position you've played.
Yeah, well,
and kind of, I'll get into the other stuff, but go ahead.
Sure. Well, yeah, I was recruited as a catcher. Came in. You were a sophomore, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
When I came in, I was recruited as a catcher. I want to say I think I was third on the depth chart going into Florida. It was LeBady was second. Who was first? McNabb was first.
Then you.
And then me. Yeah.
And then Trey.
And then the All-American.
The All-American bullpen catcher.
Yeah. I was a catcher for a year,
mm-hmm.
and then second year Coach had me go to third.
Mm-hmm.
Started at third in Macon. Then was that when I went over to? I think I started to go over to second. Then halfway through that season, yeah,
mm-hmm.
Because I had that thumb injury, and that got you back in the game.
Because
Coach Dirt and I were hitting pretty well down in Macon.
Because what? You want to say that louder? What happened? Who won the position battle?
Who needed to win the position battle? Okay, we still argue about this today, but he.
But you go catcher 1 year, catcher freshman,
third, second. Then I played first for a day.
You did play first for a game.
Matt Hare didn't have his COVID test in.
You did play
first for a day
for a singular game,
and then ever since last year, I've pretty much.
Then you played where last year?
Second.
Played second last year. Now where are you playing this year?
Well, I don't even know yet. Probably third.
Yeah,
hopefully third.
Going back to third.
Second, maybe some center. Watch out, Gary.
Dude, if I see you in the you were in left last year.
I wasn't left. I played left for a little bit too.
Forgot about that.
Well, yeah, when you have a pop-up problem, you go to outfield practice, boys and girls.
So what were some hardships? Did it matter to you that you were bouncing position to position, or?
I mean, not really. I mean, I may have caught a lot. That was my primary. But when I was in catching in high school, I was playing third. And the way that my mind works is the more time I have, the more I'm going to overthink it. And that's why second kind of really wasn't it for me. But I will say my freshman year of high school, I would start at second for our varsity team. Fielded pretty well. I think I almost fielded 1,000 that year. Then that's quite a hit though. That number's so low. But I was at second, and then I got more into catching. So then I would catch, and then when I would have a break, I would play third. I even played some center field. I
just do it all.
I did.
Pitch this summer.
Yeah.
Best closing pitcher in that league.
That's right. 4 innings pitched, 0 hits allowed. Harley Hogue. I have his number, but no, I even played some first. I tore my meniscus my end of my junior year, going into my senior year. I want to say my operation date was, I believe, Valentine's Day.
Oh.
I know.
It's Joe's birthday.
Valentine's Day
you know
gift
that?
To me, huh?
It's Joe's birthday. You know that?
You probably told me.
Yeah.
I probably forgot.
Yeah.
But that's why you're here to remind me.
That's why I'm here to remind you.
But when I came back, I really wanted to hit. Then I was like, well, I can stretch. I can play first. So I played first my senior year. So I mean, yeah, I bounced a lot over the past 4 years here, but They're not any positions I really weren't unfamiliar with. I mean,
just need
at the collegiate
fine-tuning,
level, like the fundamentals are important. So like you got to get
At the end
used
of
to
the day,
that.
it's fielding a ground ball and
Exactly.
knowing where to throw the baseball.
Yeah.
So they all kind of
I
correlate
don't
to
have to
one
look
another.
pretty. I just got to make the out.
Exactly.
That's right.
Exactly. So, I know you told me that it's a weird story, but you want to go into your recruiting and kind of
Yeah.
how it went down for you and like when did it start?
Sure.
Who'd you reach out to? Because I know that's something that is a little different for you than our other guests we've had.
Yeah, I think I'm the first New York guy. I think the
Yeah.
rest have been PA.
Everyone's been PA so far.
Yeah,
So
so welcome to New
first,
York.
welcome to New York.
Yeah, no, I
But
think
go ahead with your recruiting.
I want to say it was probably my junior year. I
Is that when you wanted? Is that when you like realized like I want to play college baseball?
Well, yeah, because that's when I actually started to like know how to hit the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, like I will say, like I want to say my freshman year of high school, I hit like a .050. It was terrible,
It's
and
bad.
then I was thankful enough to
Figure
have
it out.
a hitting coach.
Yeah.
Shout out to Hank Morrison was his name. He played at Mercyhurst for 4 years. He was in the Twins organization for a while, from Warren, I believe. Really great guy. I actually believe I was his first ever hitting lesson. I think I was about 14 years old. So once I started to like care about that more, and started to like realize that I feel like I had the talent to go play somewhere. I was like, well, I might as well start to talk to people to learn how the recruiting process goes.
Yeah.
So the one person who helped me a lot with the recruiting process, he runs the Full Circuit Athletics travel ball organization over in Hamburg. His name is Charlie Kartstedt.
So one of your
talked
coaches.
to me a lot. Yes, one of my coaches.
So one of your coaches helped you
figure
out how to play.
He was never my coach. I never actually played for his organization until I want to say one of my college summers. Because the year that I was graduating with, a lot of the guys went to high D2, good D1 schools in the area, or even good JUCOs and stuff like that. So I never got to play for him, but I have a younger brother who played for him for I don't know a while. So he got me familiar with it. Pitt Bradford was obviously one school that I reached out to. Reached out to Houghton.
So
those were I would say my two main ones that I reached out to. Like I would attend a bunch of other camps. Like I know I went to one at Penn State Barron. I went to one at St. John Fisher.
It's the second time I've heard that school today.
St. John Fisher?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a great
I don't
school.
even know where it is.
Phenomenal campus. It's I want to maybe say Rochester, but don't quote me on that. Terrible with geography. But I know like I even toured Gannon. I don't know if I ever did a camp there or not, but I know I toured them.
So that northeastern PA, western New York, northern PA ish area. So you wanted to stay pretty close to home.
Yeah, I mean, I knew I wanted to be farther away so I could,
be on your own,
on my own, but also close enough to be like, Mom, I need cookies.
Oh,
shout out Andrea's Cookies.
Shout out Andrea's Cookies.
That's right.
So it is our original story because the other three we've had on coaches have reached out to them really.
Yeah. I don't think anybody really reached out to me. I reached out to everybody.
So if you want to play, the point is to do some of the work. Help these guys find you. Help these guys find you guys and get your name out there and be like, Coach, hey, interested. So freshman year didn't play a whole lot.
No.
Mainly because of
COVID.
Yeah. That dang disease out there.
Yeah.
Sophomore year, played a little bit, right? You played a little bit.
Yeah, because Matt Hare was a senior, right? Yeah. Yep.
Played a little bit, and then what would have been 2 years ago.
My junior year.
Wait a
minute. I'd say my junior year, I was starting at second, and then I had that pop-up problem. That was the pop-up problem year.
The
pop-up scandal.
Was that over there?
Huh?
We lived in Fifth 7.
Yes. That was the pop-up scandal.
That was that year?
Yes, that was that year. And then last year.
So you were a true junior that year?
I was a true junior that year. Yeah.
Oh.
That's right.
That's where it's getting me.
I know it confuses me too.
Yeah, that's where it got me.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Then last year was your senior year.
That's right.
Then this year is your
the golden fifth year.
The golden fifth year. So these last 5 years.
Yeah.
Kind of in and out of the lineup, pinch hit guy. Are you excited to like be solidified and like you're one of the core guys coming into this year? So what are your goals coming into the 2024 spring, Bret?
I mean, dream big, go and get it. I mean, if you're not striving to be an All-American, what the hell are you doing? You know what I mean? So
yeah.
And then at the end of the day too, like you ideally have 4 years at college, maybe the 5th year. Depending. Well, like I know for me, the reason why like I'm taking the 5th year is because changed my major 3 times, not more than 3. People always say it was more than 3. But I was a psych major. Then I was.
You were a psych major?
2 years, yeah. No, 2.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
2 years.
2 years. 2 years, and then I was undecided for a semester, and then I went to go exercise science. So
undecided doesn't
yeah,
count.
I could have graduated with you at the end of the winter, but I wanted to play ball.
So, yeah, and you had the year of eligibility.
Exactly.
It happens to get pushed out there or whatever.
I could be Stetson Bennett in the next 3 years. Pretty sure I got like 3 more.
You're cuter than Stetson.
But yeah,
now.
I mean, I think like for goals, I have nothing to lose. I mean, I wish I would have thought about this my freshman year. Like you don't have anything to lose.
It goes by quick.
And it goes
by very quick.
He was my roommate for a year and a half, and it feels like it was a month. I mean, it goes by quick when you're having fun.
Mm-hmm. We know how to have some fun.
Yes, we do.
On and off the field.
On and off the field. Yes, we do. But I mean, goals. I mean, the big one is to graduate, is to go out.
Baseball.
But like for baseball,
obviously.
Obviously
you want to graduate, get the degree,
break records.
See what happens.
Break some records.
Just
put my name on a wall. Somebody try and pass me.
This really the goal is pretty much leave nothing behind.
Yep.
Just do everything you can.
Yep.
So over these last 5 years, what were some of the big things that you changed, you adapted to? Like, what was the big switch flip for you?
I mean, I like the word adaptive because I believe in baseball or in any sport you need to adjust. This is a game of adjustments, unlike any other. But being able to adapt to how your environment is every year. I mean, for me, each year from freshman to now, it has never been the same. You get new teammates, new things happen. You never know what's going to go on. Mm-hmm. So if you're able to adapt and adjust to what's going on around you, I mean, it's going to make you an all-around better person, but especially a better ball player. And the one thing that I think about a lot and I put into my game is self-awareness. I feel I'm a big believer that if you're not aware of how your body works and how like it can be improved, then you can put in all this work on and off the field, but you're going to hit a block like everybody else does, And I know for me, a lot of the things that I do baseball-wise, I take from other aspects of my life. Like I'm an exercise science major. I'm going to be a strength and conditioning coach next year. And a lot of the movements that I do in the weight room, I do in the gym, off of the tee. It may look so stupid, but I'm telling you, there is a science behind it. I know a big thing, like especially for me as a hitter, I feel like I think about fielding a baseball maybe 30% of my day, maybe fielding? In my month. Yeah.
I mean fielding?
Fielding, yeah, that's what I said.
Okay. Fielding in baseball. Okay.
But like hitting, it's nonstop, because it's so complex, but at the same time, it's like it's not like we make it complex, like
keep it
science,
simple.
Dude. Go read a physics book. I'm telling you right now, if you can read a physics book and actually understand it and implement it in what you do in your life, you're going to be a better hitter.
It's funny, but you're right. Yeah. So something that we both kind of like to do.
Yeah.
We both like the MLB a little bit, right?
I guess.
Yeah,
I dabble.
Yeah, you dabble a little bit. Flexing the Guardians hat today.
Tribe in 5.
Tribe in 5, baby. So, who are some of your favorite? I mean, there's a difference. I'm like, obviously, you have your favorite baseball players, but who are like your favorite baseball players to learn from? Like, watch and learn, and like,
Jose Ramirez is a big one.
Oh, J Ram.
And I'm not just saying that because I'm a
Cleveland
fan.
I mean, that's fine.
I mean, I'd say him. Another big one is Nolan Arenado.
My boy
Miguel Cabrera,
obviously.
Big one. I mean, the list can go on. I mean,
yeah.
Like the way that
for you, your personal, like
I would say for me personally, I like Austin Riley, for example, because of certain movements that he does.
You're like Max. You're exactly like Max.
If I want to learn how to work my shoulders up, I'm going to watch a Miguel Cabrera video.
Yeah.
If I want to learn how to use my hips, I'm going to watch a Nolan Arenado video. If I'm going to learn how to pimp a home run, I'm going to put on a J-Ran video, and I'm going to be like, oh, good changeup, you know?
Good
changeup, you know? But, like, that's the thing is like I don't try and
watch one guy
and then try and put that into me, because at the end of the day, I'm not going to swing like him. I'm not going to swing like the other guy. But you can mash together all those things and find some flexibility.
Yeah.
You know?
That's exactly like what Max said. Really? Max said, like,
I didn't even watch that video either, so I'm not gonna lie, I haven't watched any of them.
I watched Boaks. I told you to watch
I know, I watched Boaks, and then I would like skip through all of them because I was like, I really was just looking for the questions.
He was panicking on the questions. Yeah, I was like, oh my god, there's some pretty hard questions in here, man. Yeah. But like that's what Max said. He was like, yeah, I'd watch like Shohei Ohtani's hips, and then I'd watch Albert Pujols' lower half, and then you get the point. But I was a little different. Like whenever Joe would just say, "Here's Albert Pujols, swing like him."
Right.
He does it right. Mimic him, and then
I was the same way.
Yeah, I mimicked Pujols as long as I could, and then I actually learned how to hit a little bit. Yeah, and then I started to tweak it in my own way.
Right.
And then like one guy that you and me both adore is Josh Donaldson. So I just
he adores him more than I do.
Yeah. I guess no, you're more Matt Carpenter.
Yeah. Card's broken. That card was so broken.
But like I tweaked Albert Pujols' swing, took a smaller leg kick from Josh Donaldson, took Josh Donaldson's approach, because that's a beautiful approach, let me tell you.
Right.
Elevate to celebrating. If your coach tells you to hit the ball on the ground, tell him no.
We can agree to disagree.
Did you not see? Do you not know what
I
know the video, right?
Video. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's wearing a white tee and a man bun.
Yeah.
You should have wore a white tee and a man bun today.
I should have brought my Josh Donaldson jersey.
Yeah, you should.
Just put it up in the man bun. But yeah, Bret, you wanted to go through your like daily. I guess I don't know if it's daily, but you're special in a way that not a lot of guys know their routine for hitting. And I can see it in you. You have a full progression all the way into the hack attack. You wanted to take us through a hitting day with Bret Babcock.
Sure. I mean, it's nothing crazy. Like, it's short. It's probably a good 45 minutes, maybe an hour. I mean, some days are shorter. But I'm a big start off the tee guy. I'll do my one-handed drills.
Top and bottom.
I'll do top and bottom. But I believe that I do it differently than a lot of people do. Like I just don't sit there and be like, oh, like here's my top hand. Like sure, I'm working a top hand drill, but that's not the only thing that I'm working about. You know, like I may be swinging with my top hand. No.
That's your bottom hand.
Whatever, I don't know.
I did the same thing. I went top hand, bottom hand.
Yeah, I don't know.
Then I went like this and went, oh, that's my top hand.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, okay.
Like I just don't swing for top hand. Like I know there's a Nelson Cruz video on YouTube about hitting with the top hand. I would recommend watching it. That does it truly shows what a top hand drill should be. but I'll do that. I'll do it about.
You do like
I do 10 each hand, but the thing about me is, I could do 8 right, but if I don't get my last 3 right, I won't stop doing the drill until I get 3 right in a row.
Yeah.
Like if I'm not pleased, that could be the only thing that I do during the day.
Yeah.
So I'll do top hand, bottom hand. As soon as I'm done doing that, I'll keep the ball on the tee and I'll do my sideways
45, right? You do 45.
It's the one that Kevin does. I'm a big fan of Teacher Man hitting. If you don't know that, he's on YouTube, TikTok, whatever. I know a lot of people have mixed feelings about it, but if you really like break down what he's saying and think of it in a science point, you could have a pretty good idea and take the time to actually understand it, because you're probably gonna never have a coach who's gonna tell you the same thing. Like, no, this guy's gonna say this guy's saying that, and they're gonna believe that it's right. So, I mean, it's a sideways drill. I mean, if
it's the 45-degree drill.
Yeah, it's the one
where the tee's here and then
you're
go
sideways.
Like this.
No, yes, but I do it differently than you do. That's the most important drill of my day. That drill,
your hips
I
are
will do
faced
every
towards the
day.
mound, right?
So if the tee's right here, I'll be standing here.
I actually don't know if you looked.
And I won't. Yeah, it's not just that. Yeah, but it's not that at all. I put it in my own way. Kevin does it. I'll literally stand here.
Yeah, I know what drill you're at.
Yeah, and I'll make a little atom. Yeah. I have this whole story. That would take an entire separate video. But
maybe
I do that.
Maybe
this part 2.
Bret Babcock part 2 maybe. Part 2. Maybe.
But like I'll do that. That's the big one that I do.
I know exactly what drill.
Yeah. I'll do that, and then after that, so like all of these are just they're on the middle of the plate. Yeah. But everything that I hit is barrel up the middle or to right. I don't pull one ball at all.
You should never pull a baseball off a tee. Ever.
Unless you're having fun.
It's
okay to have fun.
It's okay to have fun. But if you're working on something, you should never pull a baseball off a tee.
Yeah. I mean, ideally you want it in the middle. Maybe like 30 degrees to the right, but let's not get technical here. But after that, I'll put the tee on the outside part, and I call it my Ryota drill.
Well, now you do.
I do, yeah. I actually started this drill like 4 days ago, and I love it because I can never understand how to use my hips. And if you watch like that Japanese league, it is ridiculous how like even Shohei like they. But like I'll do that, drill. And I will literally try and ride my leg as long as I can. You know, like even though I may not be like creating any energy, like you need to understand how your body works if you want to be a good adjustable hitter. So I'll do that. I don't do front toss at all. I
thought you did.
Nope. If I do front toss, it'll be when I'm like really in a slump, and when I do it, it'll be only one hand.
You said doo-doo?
Yeah, probably. But
I thought you did.
I mainly, no, like the past year or so, I've been tee to hack. I'll swing the wood off the hack for a half an hour.
Yeah.
334, 35
Short,
feet
close.
Away.
Yep. Under control.
Yep.
React.
And I'll do, but like all my rounds are 8 to 10. And I'll take like 4 or 5 rounds. Because there's no point of you standing there for 20 balls. Because then it's like, well, now I got to pick after you're done. Like, share, you know?
Yeah. We're done.
25 minutes?
25 minutes is all I needed you for.
That's all?
Yeah, you killed it. And you were sweating. You were a little nervous.
Not sweating.
Not at all. Never sweat. Ice in the
Is that really it?
Yeah.
Only 2 questions?
It was like 4 questions.
I was kind of getting into it.
You did great.
Part 2.
Part 2.
What's up? I'm Coach Babcock.
All right.
This is Coach Dirt.
We're done.
We're done. Coach Dirt. He's here to learn how to be good at baseball. I'm here to tell him how.
Yeah.
So Justin,
yada.
Why are you bad?
Why? I only pull the baseball and try and hit doubles and home runs.
Hey, that's right.
And I do not hit a lot of home runs. No, it's still on you.
Is it?
It's tucked in your shirt now.
Oh, is it really? Where?
Your coat.
Oh,
there it is. Leave it right there. Well, Mr. Cock, because his last name's Babcock. Relax, YouTube. Thank you. I appreciate you taking some time out of your day.
Yeah.
Doing this.
My busy schedule.
Yeah, your busy schedule. Teaching the youngsters how to get to college baseball and talk on your experience.
That's right.
Who would you like to shout out? Because apparently Pat made this a shout-out show now.
Like the next person?
No.
Like the interview?
Who would you like to shout out? Give thanks to someone right now, Brett. Can you do that?
I like to thank Wonder Bread. I like to thank Wonder Bread.
They're not going to get the reference.
Hey, if you don't chew Big Red, then...
You can't say that word.
You can't chew... Yeah, you don't chew Big Red. But no, I like to thank Powerade, Wonder Bread.
If you don't get his reference, go watch Talladega Nights with Will Ferrell.
That's right.
It's a great movie.
Probably with your parents if you're like under the age of 5.
Be great, right? Be great. We're brothers.
Sure.
Appreciate you coming on, man.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, who do you think? Oh, you know who's next. 'Cause I told you. Who's next?
I thought you said Aaron was next.
Yes, Aaron Hare is next. That's a big story that I'm excited for. He's bounced around. All right, Brett, man, I appreciate it.
Thank you, brother. Thanks for having me.